Okay, so tonight we're going to start the refactor of the. So yeah, tonight we're going to start the refactor of the ASOS class. So every once in a while, like as your code base grows, um, you need to refactor certain things. And here it basically makes a lot of sense to move, since the pipeline will run in stages one after the other and kind of keep modifying the data frame to be um, new or not. um, it makes sense to kind of probably make a class out of it, so that's what we're going to do tonight. Okay. So I got cut off there for a second, but so yeah, that's what we're going to do tonight, and we're gonna start with kind of a new branch off of this. Um, so we'll call this refactor class scrape. Give it a good descriptive branch name. That should help. And so that should be good. So yeah, and tonight with this branch we'll try to really get this done. So let's do this. So first things first is we're going to then open GitHub, and we're going to go to the standard stuff. So here, okay, so yeah, so right now actually the stuff is divided into two different files. One, the USGS scraping functions and the lever scraping functions. I think what we'll do is we'll actually create this into a combined just scraping functions. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. That do that there? Oh, oops, shit. Let's see. So Riverflow notebooks, so scraping functions. So yeah, we're gonna go there. And so we're gonna create this class called USGS, or maybe I guess we could call it that. It doesn't really matter. But we're gonna do an init. And so what it's going to do when it inits, it's going to take the path of some of the metadata, and also basically probably two date times. So yeah, basically just the path and then the date times. And since it's init, yeah, that's how it will run. So start time, end time, and metadata path. Yeah, I mean those are the main ones. Now with the metadata path, I think we were thinking about saving the metadata to BigQuery. But at the same time, it's probably easier for this, and probably cheaper to just read from the JSON, at least initially. So that's how I'm going to kind of structure that. So these are going to be date times. So, and then we're going to do from date time, import date time. And so that's going to be the core thing, and then we're going to slowly move all these functions over to make the process easier. But we'll do that in a bit. So what we're going to do first is think about how this path will come in. It's probably going to do the standard with open. And we need to import JSON. Again, 2 lines. So, and yeah, it's actually right about these things. So we'll let it fill that out. And that's the basic, I think, init thing we need to do. And then we'll have each of these methods. We'll have, I think, make USGS data, and we'll have to actually remember how to do that. So yeah, actually we'll take process response text is this function. So I think most of the functions in here are called from that one. Rename calls. So we'll just copy this and paste that over here, and then in the end we'll hopefully be able to safely essentially delete those files, but that's going to be a ways away. So we're going to import requests. Yeah, so that's fine. This is going to have a second blank line. Well, we won't worry about that right now. So we're going to instead see process response text, so we'll need that. Come on. Indentation. Oh. That should be right now. Okay, so from typing, import tuple. Okay, that's fine. So I think, yeah, these will, or I don't know if it makes sense to make Well, probably not. Or I mean this, yeah. So this actually then we would probably have this definitely be a class method. So instead we'll take away that, I think. Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, I guess it probably would make sense to, yeah, do it that way then. What's this complaining about? Oh, white space. So then these will just become these. And this will become that. So it is true this class will then have, I guess, a lot of methods. Yeah, I mean, this is fine. I feel like, so I am going to, I think, yeah, start writing some of the tests for this. There are a lot of tests, and we'll have to kind of realign them with, or actually there aren't that many tests. There only seem to be this one. Okay, that's fine. So actually, this should be easier since we didn't create that many tests. For now, I won't modify the other tests. Though, I think in the end, just like this, when we're ready, we'll delete all these files. But until then, we'll kind of just keep this separate. So we can import from, okay, so from scraping functions, we're going to import hydro scraper. I think that's what it's called. Yeah. So yeah, the thing about this is, yeah, I mean, this probably definitely should be a class thing. I mean, these are more generalized. Yeah, I might actually keep those outside. Though I guess then, yeah, so import. Yeah, so functions like this, I think, would be most useful staying outside. Because at least this one only takes some textual parameter and essentially works on it. Still trying to figure out whether process response text should, I guess, remain there. So yeah, so I mean this, yeah, would make sense about that. In any case, yeah, we want this pipeline to. Oh yeah, so on this one, then we wouldn't want to return anything. I think both of these would then have attributes of like a USGS df, so self. No. So yeah, so instead of returning something, we do. Or I mean, we could return something, but then it should probably run on the init. So. Okay, I don't remember if that's actually what's in this thing, but hopefully that would work. But yeah, the basic idea of this class is that yeah, you run it, it creates the initial class, and yeah, I mean, I think then for any downstream task, you'd obviously need the USGS data, so that's probably why I put it in the init. I don't know if I'd actually do other functions in the init. So, Where's lever scraping? Wait, where did I do the code to actually do the join? I can't remember where I put that code. Okay. Okay, before I go further, I am going to hydro. I'm going to call that so it doesn't get confusing. Okay. So we need to do... So... But first, yeah, I do actually need to find what would be the legit path to the file. I don't think this one actually in the tests. Yeah, I think we're gonna need a test data subfolder just to replicate what some of these files are, so then we can go ahead and probably download one of these. Or wait, I think I might have a notebook. Let me see. So here, oh yeah. So we did that other time actually when we created that other project. We called it, the dash cam navigation or examination. Or no, not that one actually. What was I thinking? No, the Hydro EarthNet, and then we uploaded all the things to the bucket. So, yes, I think we'll have a test data folder. We'll download some of that into the bucket, and then, I guess go from there. So, yeah, but, yeah. Okay, I don't care about that. So, os path.join. There was another way to do this using URL-lib, I remember. but it was also kind of a pain. So we need to get the directory base path, and then join the join the base path to that. So that would be so we'll try this. No, we didn't use Parder. I'm gonna have to look at some of my other older notebooks. In any case, you need to download one, so yeah, we'll just download, save this one. And then we'll have to save this in so yeah, so oh, there it is. So so that should work. I'll just do one more file to see. Okay. Yeah, that's what we wanted. Yeah, basically, the changes then in this first part of this would be kind of creating this object, the scraper, and then there'll be methods on the object that you could continue to call. So yeah, so that should basically well, yeah, then I mean we're gonna have to figure out the lever join and also the snowtail join, and yeah, so. So, so yeah, so those, the scrape, yeah, so we'll have to figure out, I think, with the scrape object, and one of the more challenging things is, yeah, just figuring out the best place, how to put these functions in to it. So I'm going to take a brief break, but then be back in like 5 minutes. So.